Hello, all my beautiful people. All right, so we are starting the conics section. So hopefully you did your little review and saw what conics were. So we're going to be graphing circles and parabolas and ellipses and hyperbolas. And today we're going to be starting with circles. So today should be a review with a couple harder problems thrown in. So first thing is just to remember the equation of a circle. Well, I like to start here with the HK center. And then here's our radius. So if we used Pythagorean theorem, if we drew a little right triangle in and did Pythagorean theorem, we would get x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So that's where the equation of a circle comes from. Well, if our circle's at the origin, that means that our h and k are both 0. So a circle at the origin is just x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So for example 1, x squared plus y squared equals 49. Well, that's this form right here. So that means our center is the origin, the point 0, 0. And if 49 is r squared, then the radius is the square root of 49, which is 7. So I plotted the point 0, 0. I then went right 7, up 7, left 7, down 7, and tried to draw the best circle I could. Don't stress if your circles don't look great. Mine don't either. And b, well, this is x minus 2 and y minus negative 4. So because of the fact that it's minus h and minus k, the signs always change because it's minus 2, which means it's going to be a positive 2. This is minus negative 4, which means the y value is going to be a negative 4. And 16 is r squared, so the square root of 16 gives us a radius of 4. So I graphed the center at 2, negative 4. I then went right 4, up 4, left 4, down 4, and again tried to draw the best circle I could. Alright, so example 2, find the equation of the circle. Well, we have center negative 7, negative 14, so x minus negative 7 is x plus 7 squared. Y minus negative 14 is y plus 14 squared. And the radius is 4, but this is not the radius, this is r squared, so 4 squared is 16. So b, again, that becomes minus negative, so that becomes x plus 8 squared, y plus 13 squared, and then 3 squared, so it equals 9. On C and D, the problem is we don't have the radius, but if we know the center of the circle and we know a point on the circle, the radius would be the distance between those 2 points. So I just did distance formula. So negative 16 minus negative 17 squared plus negative 5 minus negative 6 squared, all under the square root. So I get the square root of 1 squared plus 1 squared, which is the square root of 2. So looking at my center, this becomes x plus 17 squared plus y plus 6 squared, and the square root of 2 squared is just 2. And D, I did the same thing. So the square root of negative 10 minus negative 14 squared plus 16 minus 13 squared. So I have the square root of 4 squared plus 3 squared, which is the square root of 25, which is just 5. So there's our h and k right there, the center. So I get x minus 14 squared plus y minus 13 squared equals r squared, so 5 squared is 25. And that finishes page 1, and look ahead for page 2.